me she speaks. She moves me for a scene. What, was I married to her in my dream? Or sleep I now and think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know this sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Brilliant! Don't bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads, I cross me for a sinner. This is the fairyland. Oh, spite of spites, we talk with goblins, owls and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath and pinch us black and blue.
Oh, why preach thou to thyself and answerest not, Dromio? Thou, Dromio, thou snail, thou slug, thou sot.
I am transformed, master, am I not?
I think thou art in mind, and so am I.
Nay, master, both in mind and in my shape.
Thou hast thine own form.
No, I am an ape.
If thou art changed to aught, 'tis to an ass.
It is true, she rides me. And I long for grass. 'Tis so, I am an ass. Else it could never be that I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come. No longer will I be a fool to put the finger in the eye and weep, whilst man and master laughs my woes to scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate, husband. I'll dine above with you today and shrive you of 1,000 idle pranks. Sarah, if any ask you for your master, say he dines forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio! Play the porter well.
Am I in earth, in heaven or in hell? Sleeping or waking? Mad or well advised? None unto these, but to myself disguised. I'll say as they say, and persever so. And in this mist that all adventures go.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
Aye! And let none enter lest I break your pate.
Come, Antipholus. We dine too late.
No.
Good Signor Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish, if I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her carcanet, and that tomorrow you will bring it home. But here's a villain that would face me down. He met me on the mart, and that I beat him and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. Ah, thou drunkard, thou. What does thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart. I have your hand to show. If the skin were parchment and the blows you gave were ink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Marry, so it doth appear by the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear. I should kick, being kicked, and being at that pass, you would keep from my heels and beware of an ass.
Oh, so You're sad, Signor Balthazar. Pray God our cheer may answer my goodwill and your good welcome here.
I hold your dainties cheap, sir, and you're welcome, dear.
Oh, Signor Balthazar, either at flesh or fish, a table full of welcome makes scarce one dainty dish.
Good meat, sir, is common that every churl affords.
Aye, and welcome more common, for that's nothing but words.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast.
Aye, to a niggardly host and more sparing guest. Yeah. But though my cakes be mean, take them in good part. Better cheer may you have, but not with better heart. But soft, my doors are locked. Go, bid them let us in.
Maud, Bridget, Marianne, Cicely, Gillian, Jane.
Moan, Malthorse, Capon, coxcomb, idiot, Pat. Either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches that thou calls for such store? When one is one too many, go get thee from the door.
What patch is made our porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on his feet.
Oh, who talks within there? Oh, open the door.
Right, sir, I'll tell you when, and you'll tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today, here you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keepest me out from the house that I owe?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh. Oh! Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name! The one there got me credit, the other mickle blame!
Wait a
If thou hadst been Dromio, today in my place, thou hadst changed thy face for a name, or thy name for an ass.
What a coil is there, Dromio? Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in, loose.
Slaves, no. He comes too late, and so tell your master.
I should laugh. Have it you with a proverb. Shall I set in my staff?
Have it you with another, that's when can you tell?
If thy name be called Loose, thou hast answered him well.
Do you hear, you minion? You'll let us in, I trow.
I thought to have asked you.
And you said no.
So, come, help. Yeah! Ha! 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 Well struck. There was blow for blow.
The baggage, let me in!
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ain't.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs all that and a pair of stocks in the town? That is the door that keeps all this noise.
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife?
Oh,
You might have come before.
your wife, sir, knave. Go, get you from the door.
Oh, boy. Here's neither cheer, sir, nor welcome. We would fain have either.
In debating which was best, we shall part with neither.
They stand at the door, master. Bid welcome them hither.
There is something in the wind that we cannot get in.
You would say so, master, if your garments were thin. Your cake here is warm within. You stand here in the cold. It would make a man mad as a buck to be so bought and sold.
Go. Fetch me something. I'll break ope the gate.
Break any breaking here, and I'll break your knave's pate. Ha!
A man may break a word with you, sir, and words but wind. I am breaking in your face, so he break it not behind.
It seems thou wants breaking. Out upon thee, hide.
Oh! Oh! Hey, hey, hey! There's too much out upon thee. I pray thee, let me in.
Aye, when fowls have no feathers and fish have no fin.
Well, I'll break in. Go, borrow me a crow.
A crow without feather, master, mean you so? For a fish without a fin? That's a fowl without a feather. If a crow help us in, sirrah, we'll pluck a crow together.
Go! Get thee gone! Fetch me an iron crow.
Have patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. So. Herein you war against your reputation and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honor of your wife. Once this, your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years, and modesty plead on her part some cause to you unknown. And doubt not, sir, but she will well excuse why at this time the doors are made against you, beruled by me. Depart in patience and let us to the tiger. All to dinner, and about evening come yourself alone to know the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in, now in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and that supposed by the common route, against your yet ungorled estimation, that may with foul intrusion enter in and dwell upon your grave when you are dead. For slander lives upon succession, forever housed where it gets possession.
Yeah. You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet and, in despite of mirth, mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild and yet too gentle. There will we dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest, without desert have oftentimes upbraided me with all. To her will we to dinner. Get you home and fetch the chain. By this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine, for there's the house. That chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite my wife, upon mine hostess there. Good sir, make haste. Since mine own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll see you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. Ha. This jest shall cost me some expense.
And may it be that you have quite forgot a husband's office? Shall Antipholus, even in the spring of love, thy love springs rot? Shall love in building grow so ruinous? Oh, if you did wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness. Or, if you like, elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye. Be not thy tongue thy own shame's orator. Look sweet, speak fair, become disloyalty. Apparel vice like virtue's harbinger. Bear a fair presence, though your heart be tainted. Teach sin the carriage of a holy saint. Be secret false. What need she be acquainted? What simple thief brags of his own attaint? 'Tis double wrong to truant with your bed, and let her read it in thy looks at board. Shame hath a bastard fame, well managed. Ill deeds is doubled with an evil word. Alas, poor women, make us but believe, being compact of credit, that you love us. Though others have the arm, show us the sleeve. We in your motion turn, and you may move us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again, comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sport to be a little vain when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is else, I know not, nor by what wonder you do hit of mine. Less in your knowledge and your grace you show not than our earth's wonder, more than earth divine. Teach me, dear creature, how to think and speak. Lay open to my earthy gross conceit, smothered in errors, feeble, shallow, weak, the folded meaning of your words' deceit. Against my soul's pure truth, why labour you to make it wander in an unknown field? Are you a god? Would you create me new? Well, transform me then, and to your power I'll yield. But if that I am I, then well I know your weeping sister is no wife of mine, nor to her bed no homage do I owe. Far more to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note, to drown me in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hairs, and as a bed I'll take thee and there lie. And in that glorious supposition think, he gains by death that has such means to die. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sink.
Oh no, are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but mated, how I do not know.
It is a fault that springeth from your eye.
For gazing on your beams, fair sun, being by.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet lovers, look on night.
I call you me, love. Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No. It is thyself. Mine own self's better part. Mine eye's clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart. My food, my fortune, and my sweet hope's aim. My soul earth's heaven, and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband yet, nor I, no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft, sir, hold you still. Oh, I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill. Oh, God.
Dromio? Ah! Where runnest thou so fast?
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio, thou art my man, thou art thyself.
I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself.
What woman's man, and how besides thyself?
Sorry, sir, besides myself, I'm due to a woman. One that claims me, one that haunts me, one that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Marry, sir, such claim as you would lay to your horse, and she would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, you would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverend body. Aye, such a one as a man may not speak of without he say Sir Reverence. I have but lean luck in the match, and yet is she a wondrous fat marriage.
How does thou mean a fat marriage?
Marry, sir, she's the kitchen wench. and all grease. And I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her and run from her by her own light. I warrant her rags and the tallow in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world.
What complexion is she of?
Swart, like my shoe. But her face is nothing like so clean kept. For why? She sweats. A man may go over shoes in the grime of it.
That's a fault that water will mend.
No, sir, 'tis in grain. Noah's flood could not do it.
What's her name?
Nell, sir. But her name and 3/4, that's an L and 3/4. And 3/4. Will not measure her from hip to hip.
Then she bears some breadth.
No longer from head to foot than from hip to hip. She is spherical. Like a globe. I could find out countries in her.
In what part of her body stands Ireland?
Marry, sir, in her buttocks. I found it out by the bogs.
Where's Scotland?
I found it by the barrenness hard in the palm of her hand.
Where France?
In her forehead, armed and reverted, making war against her heir.
Where England?
I looked for the chalky cliffs but could find no whiteness in them. But I guess it stood in her chin by the salt room that ran between France and it.
Where's Spain?
Faith, I saw it not, but I felt it hot in her breath.
Where America? The Indies?
Ah, sir, upon her nose. All are embellished with rubies, carbuncles, sapphires, declining their rich aspect to the hot breath of Spain, who sent whole armados of carracks to be ballast at her nose.
Where stood Belgium? The Netherlands?
Oh, sir. I did not look so low. But to conclude, this drudge, or diviner, laid claim to me, called me Dromio, swore I was assured to her, told me what privy marks I had about me as the mark of my shoulder, the mole in my neck, the great wart of my left arm. That I, amazed, ran from her as a witch. And I think, if my heart had not been made of faith and my breast of steel, she had transformed me to a curtal dog and made me turn i' the wheel.
Go hide thee presently. Post to the road. And if the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbour in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the mart where I will walk to their return to me. If everyone knows us and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge back and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife.
There's none but witches to inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time that I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul doth for a wife abhor, but a fair sister, possessed with such a gentle, sovereign grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But lest myself be guilty to self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid's song.
Master Antipholus!
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well, sir. Lo, here is the chain. I thought to have ta'en you at the Porpentine. The chain unfinished made me stay thus long.
What is your will that I should do with this?
What please yourself, sir? I've made it for you.
Made it for me, sir, but I bespoke it not.
Not once nor twice, but 20 times you have. Go home with it and please your wife withal. And soon at supper time I'll visit you and then receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive your money now, for fear you ne'er see chain nor money more.
You are a merry man, sir. Fare you well.
What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this, I think, There's no man is so vain that would refuse so fair an offered chain. Oh, I see a man he needs not live by shifts when in the streets he meets such golden gifts. I'll to the mart, and therefore Dromio stay. If any ship put out, then straight away.
The sum is due, and since I have not much importuned you, nor now I had not, but that I am bound to Persia, and want guilders for my voyage. Therefore, make present satisfaction, or I'll attach you by this officer.
Even just the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. And in the instant that I met with you, he had of me a chain. At 5 o'clock, I shall receive the money for the same. Pleaseth you, walk with me down to his house. I will discharge my bond, and thank you too.
That labour may you save. See where he comes.
Well, I go to the goldsmith's house. Go thou and buy a rope's end. That will I bestow among my wife and her confederates for locking me out of my doors by day. But soft, I see the goldsmith. Get thee gone, buy thou a rope, bring it home to me.
I'd buy £1,000 a year. I'd buy a rope.
A man is well holp up that trusts to you. I promised your presence and the chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. Belike you thought our love would last too long if it were chained together, and therefore came not.
Saving your merry humour, here's the note. How much your chain weighs to the utmost carat, the fineness of the gold and chargeful fashion, which doth amount to 3 odd ducats more than I stand debted to this gentleman. I pray you see him presently discharged, for he is bound to sea and stays but for it.
I'm not furnished with the present money. Besides, I have some business in the town. Good signor, take the stranger to my house, and with you take the chain and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
Then you will bring the chain to her yourself.
No, bear it with you, lest I come not time enough.
Ah, well, sir, I will. Have you the chain about you?
And if I have not, sir, I hope you have. Or else you may return without your money.
Nay, come, I pray you, sir, give me the chain. Both wind and tide stays for this gentleman, and I to blame have held him here too long.
Good Lord, you use this dalliance to excuse your breach of promise to the Porpentine. I should have chid you for not bringing it, but like a shrew, you first begin to brawl.
The hour steals on. I pray you, sir, dispatch.
You hear how he importunes me? The chain.
Wait. Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
Well, come, you know I gave it you even now. Either send the chain or send me by some token.
Fine, now you run this humour out of breath. Come, where's the chain?
You've got...
I pray you let me see it!
My business cannot brook this dalliance. Good sir, say where you'll answer me or no. If not, I'll leave him to the officer.
I answer you. What should I answer
The
you?
money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave it you half an hour since.
Oh, you gave me none. You wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me more, sir, in denying it. Consider how this stands upon my credit.
Well, officer, arrest him at my suit.
I do, and charge you in the Duke's name to obey me!
Don't, this touches me in reputation. Either consent to pay this sum for me, or I attach you by this officer.
Oh, consents to pay thee that I never had. Arrest me, foolish fellow, if thou darest.
Here is thy fee. Arrest him, officer. I would not spare my brother in this case, if he should scorn me so apparently.
I do arrest you, sir! You hear the suit!
I do obey thee till I give thee bail. But, sirrah, you shall buy this sport as dear as all the metal in your shop will answer.
Sir, I shall have law in Ephesus to your notorious shame, I doubt it not.
Master, there's a bark of epidamnum that stays but till her owner comes aboard, and then she bears away. Our frauded sir I have conveyed aboard, and I have bought the oil, the balsamum, and aquavitae. The ship is in her trim, the merry wind blows fair from land, they stay for naught at all but for their owner, master, and yourself.
How now, a madman? Why, thou peevish sheep, what ship of Epidamnon stays for me?
A ship you sent me for to hire waftage!
Thou drunken slave, I sent thee for a rope. And told thee to what purpose and what end.
You'll send me for a rope's ender soon. You sent me to the bay, sir, for a bar.
I will debate this matter at more leisure and teach your ears to list to me with more heed. To Adriana, villain, hie thee straight. Give her this key. Tell her in the desk that's covered o'er with Turkish tapestry there is a purse of ducats. Let her send it. Tell her I am arrested in the street, and that shall bail me. Hie thee, slave, be gone. On, officer, to prison till it come.
No, don't fuck, get back in! To Adriana. That is where we dined. Where Dowsabel did claim me for her husband. She is too big. I hope for me to compass. But thither I must, although against my will, for servants must their masters' minds fulfill.
Ah, Luciana, did he tempt thee so? Mightst thou perceive austerely in his eye that he did plead in earnest? Yea or no? Looked he or red or pale, or sad or merrily? What observation madest thou in this case of his heart's meteors tilting in his face?
First, he denied you had in him no right.
He meant he did me none, the more my spite.
Then swore he that he was a stranger here.
And true, he swore, though yet false sworn he were.
Then pleaded I for you.
And what said he?
That love I begged for you, he begged of me. with what persuasion did he tempt thy love?
With words that in an honest suit might move. First he did praise my beauty, then my speech.
Did speak him fair.
Have patience, I beseech.
I cannot, nor I will not hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have his will. He is deformed, crooked, old, and sere, ill-faced, worse-bodied, shapeless, everywhere. Vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmatical in making, worse in mind.
Who would be jealous then of such a one? No evil lost is wailed when it is gone.
Oh, but I think him better than I say. And yet would hear in others' eyes were worse. Far from her nest, the lapwing cries away. My heart prays for him, though my tongue do curse.
Here, go, the desk, the purse, sweet, now make haste.
How hast thou lost thy breath?
By running fast.
Where is thy master? Dromio, is he well?
No, he's in Tartar limbo, worse than hell. A devil in an everlasting garment hath him, one whose hard heart is buttoned up with steel. A fiend, a fairy, pitiless and rough, a wolf, nay worse, a fellow all in buff. A back friend, a shoulder clapper, one who countermands the passages of alleys, creeks and narrow lands. A hound that runs counter and yet draws dryfoot well. One that before the judgment carries poor souls to hell.
Why, man? What is the matter?
I do not know the matter, he is rested on the case.
What? Is he arrested? Tell me into suit.
And not to do suit he is arrested well, but he's in a suit of buff which rested him, that can I tell. Will you send him, mistress, redemption, the money in his desk?
Oh, go, fetch it, sister. This I wonder at, that he, unknown to me, should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a ban?
Not on a band, but on a stronger thing, a chain. A chain! Do you not hear it ring?
What, the chain?
No, the bell. 'Tis time that I were gone. 'Twas 2 ere I left him, and now the clock strikes 1.
Well, the hour's come back. That did I never hear.
Oh yes, if any hour meet a sergeant, he turns his back for very fear.
As if time were in debt. How fondly thou dost reason.
Time is a very bankrupt, which owes more than he's worth to season. Nay, he's a thief too. Have you not heard men say that time comes stealing on by night and day? If he be in debt and theft and a sergeant in the way, hath he not reason to turn back an hour in the day?
Sister! Oh, go! Drogo! There's the money. Bear it straight and bring thy master home immediately. Come, sister, I am pressed down with conceit. Conceit, my comfort and my injury.
There's not a man I meet but does salute me as if I were their well-acquainted friend. And everyone does call me by my name. Some tender money to me. Some invite me. Some other give me thanks for kindnesses. Some offer me commodities to buy. Even now, a tailor called me in his shop and showed me silks that he had bought for me, and therewithal took measure of my body. Sure, these are but imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers inhabit here.
Master! Here is the gold you sent me for. What, have you got the picture of old Adam New apparelled?
What gold is this? What Adam dost thou mean?
Not that Adam that kept the paradise, but that Adam that keeps the prison. He that goes in the calfskin that was killed for the prodigal. He that came behind you, sir, like an evil angel and bid you forsake your liberty.
I understand thee not.
No? Why? 'Tis a plain case. He that went like a bass viol in a case of leather. The man, sir, that when gentlemen are tired, gives them a sob and rests them. He, sir, that takes pity on decayed men and gives them suits of durance. He that sets up his rest to do more exploits with his mace than a Morris pike.
What, thou meanst an officer?
Aye, sir, the sergeant of the band. He that brings any man to answer it that breaks his band. One that thinks a man always going to bed and says, God give you good rest.
Was there rest in your foolery? Is there any ships put forth tonight? May we be gone?
I sent you word an hour since that the bark expedition put forth tonight, and then were you hindered by the sergeant to tarry for the hoy delay. Here are the angels you sent for to deliver you.
The fellow is distract. And so am I. And here we wander in illusions. Some blessed power deliver us from hence.
Well met. Well met, Master Antipholus. I see, sir, you have found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you promised me today?
Satan, avoid. I charge thee, tempt me not.
Master, is this Mistress Satan?
It is the devil.
Nay, she is worse. She is the devil's dam. And here she comes in the habit of a light wench. And thereof comes that the wenches say, God damn me. That's as much as to say, God make me a light wench. It is written they appear to men like angels of light. Light is an effect of fire, and fire will burn. Ergo, light wenches will burn. Come not near her.
Your man and you are marvellous merry, sir. Will you go with me? We'll mend our dinner here.
Master, if you do, expect spoon meat or bespeak a long spoon.
Why, Dromio?
Oh, so he must have a long spoon that must eat with the devil.
Avoid then, fiend. What tell'st thou me of supping? Thou art, as you are all, a sorceress. I conjure thee to leave me and be gone.
Give me the ring of mine you had at dinner, or, for my diamond, the chain you promised. And I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Some devils ask but for the parings of one's nail. A rush, a hair, a drop of blood, a pin, a nut, a cherry stone. But she, more covetous, would have a chain. Master, be wise, and if you give it her, the devil will shake her chain and fright us with it.
I pray you, sir, my ring or else the chain. I hope you do not mean to cheat me so.
Avaunt, thou witch. Come, Dromio, let us go.
Fly pride, says the peacock. Mistress, that you know.
Now out of doubt Antipholus is mad, else would he never so demean himself. A ring he hath, of mine, worth 40 ducats, and for the same he promised me a chain. Both one and other he denies me now. The reason that I gather he is mad, besides this present instance of his rage, is a mad tale he told today at dinner of his own doors being shut against his entrance. Belike his wife, acquainted with his fits, on purpose shut the doors against his way. My way is now to hie home to his house and tell his wife that being lunatic, he rushed into my house and took perforce my ring away. This course I fittest choose, for 40 ducats is too much to lose.